Hi Patricia, it's Patrick here, obviously from the United Kingdom here. Welcome to our camp. This is the cavalry camp. Instead of taking photographs, I thought I would do a small video for you, just to show you everything what the Lonestar has to offer. So, let me take you on a tour of the camp. So, first things first, as I said, we have the cavalry camp. It has been incredibly windy, so we've had to put a lot of our equipment under cover. This is my McLennan saddle, as you can see just here, and my expedition map there. And obviously there's a pond straight there. So I'm just going to quickly run over to the doctors there, and what we have, just a quick panoramic of all our encampment just there. And because it's slightly raining, I've covered the cannon up as well, and we have some lodges. I will take you on the tour with the teepees all the way over there. So first things first, over to the doctor's encampment here, and we have Dr. Cochrane, played by Graham and his mum. And as you can see, there's a lot of period correct equipment. So he's got some gruesome patient on the on the table. So obviously, if you just go further into the camp, and I'll just show you some of his equipment and tools of the trade, so to speak. There's his doctor's bag, and we have obviously a gunshot victim there as well for that one there. Okay, so I'm going to come back to you guys in a bit, yeah? Okay, cheers. Right, so I'm just going to quickly run over here, and we just have a few other encampments here. If you can't hear my voice, it's because it's incredibly windy. I do apologise for that. And we have one of the log cabins there. We have JD just in there. Let's quickly zoom into his encampment. How are you doing, dude? How are you? Alright. There we are. So everything he has in here is authentic. Brilliant. Cheers for that. Thanks. Well. Right then, so further on here, so we're now going to the Undertaker's office, and we have the Undertaker and Olive Oakman here. Just spin around like so. And we have Olive Oakman, and we have a little more there in the Undertaker's office. Moving on from that there, to put you back into panoramic, we have Skeet and Augustus making the food for the camp with our original 1880s American chuck wagon. We have Matt there, and again everything on the back of the chuck box in our chuck wagon just there. Oh, that smells lovely, not Matt? Following on from the wagon, what we have here, and then I'm just moving over to Drifter's encampment. I'm trying not to get his wife in bed. It's been a long day. And from there we have, hi there, you okay? Some more, as you can see it's nearly dinner time. Everyone's preparing their meals, and over to yet another encampment. So it really is like a small town, and this has to be the most messiest camp around. This is Rangers camp. Obviously, as you see, not particularly that good. And just moving in from here, we have John Dude, and we have Kaz, and we have Joanne as well in their little cabin. Moving on from here, we then have Santa, Chris and his lovely lady, Santa Claus, in their log cabin. Yeah, I have, yeah, thank you. And we have our surgeon just here. Obviously the dog's not approving of me coming around. And moving on from there, we have the encampment. As you can see, nobody's doing a great deal. They've had a very, very long day, so they're just relaxing. I'm just going to give you a bit of a panoramic here from this, and and he's one of our natives. So a little panoramic. So we've just came all the way from down there, and we're now coming to our native encampment here. Right. Evening, how are you guys doing?
We're doing fine, thank you.
Brilliant. And again, so we're then moving now into the native section with our trappers and native Indians here. And here we have a couple of the lodges, absolutely beautiful lodges there. And I'll see if I can have a quick look in to one just to give you a bit of a picture of what's inside. And I think I'll just poke around here, and inside one of the lodges there, it is absolutely fantastic and looks really, really warm. Okay, then move to a slightly different lodge, more of a longhouse, which we have here, and again, no different inside, just little different bits of equipment and material from the period. So as we move past the totem pole, we now come down to one of the western streets that we have. As you can probably tell, the Lonestar has this is a portable town and canvas. This is how a lot of the western towns would have been before they built the timber buildings. They would have built the timber buildings around the wooden canvas. We have the lovely ladies there trying to hide from the camera. Hi. And we have Lucky Lou there with his shotgun.
Passport control.
And here we have our Geordie cowboy, the one and only, and his lovely daughter and his lovely lady as well. And let's move in further down here, and we have a homesteaders encampment, and we have the lovely Tipperary Mary there on a well-deserved trip. Then we have Slim Blue here. He's doing his cooking. I'll just quickly spin round just to show these folks here. So, moving down the encampment of one of the streets, and here we are directly behind the chuck wagon now, as we passed earlier on. So again, just lots more encampments. A lot of people there are quite clever and quite creative, use a lot of their modern stuff, but they generally hide it, so they have a few creature comforts. And we have Dave and his good lady and Cat Blue there. And they're just settling down for lunch. Hello! Oh, dearie my. And going from here to the last part of the encampment. Oh, we have a film crew here, as we can see here. And then we have a chance. And bring it around here to Luke Shot and a little more. And the last encampment. Yeah. And the final encampment is just here. Okay, then we're just moving back to what we call Cavalry Corner. We just have a small detachment here. And then this will then bring us up to the main High Street or thoroughfare, which is directly down there. So, instead of taking photographs I thought I'd do a quick short movie for you. So I hope you like it. Thanks very much. See you soon.